Hello, everyone. It is Mr. Engle here. I'm a business teacher here at Cocalico High School. The courses I'm teaching right now this semester are Accounting 1 and Financial Literacy. Accounting 1 is a course that has a mix of freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. It's a full semester course. Financial Literacy, on the other hand, is just for seniors, and it's only a 45-day course. So we'll start out talking about accounting first, and then we'll go to financial literacy. Accounting basically is an introductory course to the field of accounting. Our main resource is a textbook. We work with it almost every day, get information from there, and kids also have a workbook where they complete a lot of the activities in this workbook. However, the workbook sometimes is it's a lot of different things, but I have made some Excel templates that kids also use to complete their assignments. Just as a point of reference, what we've recently completed in that course is at the end of a month or at the end of the year, producing some financial statements, an income statement and a balance sheet for a service-oriented business. We'll get into some payroll accounting, and then we'll also go through and make financial statements for a merchandising business where we have to address things like inventory and some other things that we didn't have to worry about in a service business. So again, full semester course for accounting. Have some great students in there right now. We also offer an Accounting 2 class that I teach. That is usually offered in the spring semester of a school year. So sometimes kids will be interested in doing both Accounting 1 and Accounting 2 in the same academic year, and that's great and encouraged. If you have any questions, I can be reached at lengle@cocalico.org is my email. Like I said, the other course that I teach is a senior-only course. It's a 45-day course for financial literacy. I'll just sort of take you through some of the main topics that we talk about and have talked about already this semester. We started out with a career unit where students picked a career and they sort of researched what kind of earnings they could make in that career, and also what kind of education that they would need to obtain a position, an entry-level position in that field. And then basically I have them go through and calculate the cost of what that education is going to be, and then they sort of compare and figure out like how much time is it going to take them to make up in earnings what they spent to get educated for that career. It gives them a little framework of maybe that education is a good way to go, but for other careers maybe you don't need quite as much education and you can start working directly out of high school or maybe with a 2-year degree. We also talk about paychecks and tax returns, how their tax return is going to be prepared now compared to maybe how they would do a tax return when they have a family, things like that. One of the big projects in that unit is that they have to imagine themselves 20 years after they graduate high school, what their tax situation is going to be like, their family, their income, where they're going to be living. Are they going to itemize or use a standard deduction? So we talk about that. We also talk a lot about banking, maintaining and checking in a savings account. And if you can see over my shoulder, I'll turn the other way, I have my financial triangle up there. I'm trying to get out of the way of this thing. And we talk about managing your checking account, keeping accurate records there so we can eventually move money into our savings account, our long-term savings account, and then actually even start moving some money into a retirement account so when we get older, we have some money to live too. Talk about credit. A lot of kids are turning 18 in the very near future. So talk about having a credit card and what the responsibilities are there. Maybe some of the benefits that you have by using a credit card rather than a debit card. Today we actually talked about a housing unit. We talked about making a budget and living within that budget in an apartment, and then also buying a house and using equity in a house to build wealth through a purchase of a house. We also talk about that it's not for everybody, and you have to be in that house for a fairly long time in order to benefit from that equity. And if you're not going to be in a house for a very long time, sometimes it could be better just to rent an apartment. The final third of our marking period will be spent on investments. We talk a lot about stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, and also, again, retirement and how starting to save early can really benefit you later in life if you get that money in those accounts at an early point of your life and enjoy the power of compound interest. So accounting and financial literacy is what I teach. I also do have an internship course for seniors where kids go out into the community and get experience with a company or a business of their choice. That's in the spring this semester, and that is, again, just for seniors. So hope that was informative, and hope to see you at some point live in a parent meeting sometime, maybe in a back-to-school night when we can all get together again. All right, take care, and if you need me, my email address is out there on the district website. Don't hesitate to get in contact with me.